avid skin tint user. I really don't use foundation, so I'm going to show you guys all of the skin tints that I've tried and just review them for you. Obviously, the first one we're going to talk about is Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I consider these skin tints because they do add a tint and a glow. I love these. Personally, me, I will say products like these and the one I'm going to show you next do give me acne in general, or those little bumps. I mean, they're pore clogging. They have pore clogging ingredients, so sometimes they can do that to your skin. It's not everybody, but sometimes it does that to me. That's not going to stop me from wearing it because it's beautiful. I do think that this is different than the dupe that's on the market that we're going to talk about next, so I'll explain why I think it's different in a second. I really like this one. I would recommend it to anybody, but of course you don't have to splurge on this. There is a dupe out there. I'm sure you can tell what I'm talking about. e.l.f. Halo Glow. Obviously, this is like the known dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. However, I don't personally think that it's an actual dupe. I think it's a similar product. I don't think it's a dupe because this one is actually a lot more pigmented and provides more coverage than the Charlotte one does. That's just up to you, personal preference. I prefer the Charlotte one for like when I'm doing a really full glam makeup because it looks better, it blends better with foundations. But for everyday, I do really like the e.l.f. one. I will say I feel like this one breaks me out more than Charlotte Tilbury. So I would personally invest in Charlotte Tilbury because it breaks me out a little bit less than this one. But I'm wearing this one today. Obviously, it's beautiful. And they just released new shades. I used shade 3.5 today, and I absolutely love their new shades. Neither of those are my favorite skin tints, but I do use them or a product like it every single day. Let's talk about Say Slip Tint. This was one of the first skin tints that I ever tried. For me, it gets a little bit oily throughout the day, and I'm a very dry skin girly, so it's a very glowy product. If you have really oily skin, I would stay away from this just because it is very like glowy, oily, whatever you want to say. But for dry skin, I think it's really pretty, and it also provides like the perfect in-between amount of coverage. Like, it's not too much, but it's also not too little. So I do like this skin tint. I just don't use it as often as I probably should. It is a really good one. Not my favorite, but it is good. Let's talk about Summer Fridays. I claimed on my old account that I'm still trying to get back. It's hacked. If you know me from there, hi, my account is hacked, but I'm trying to get it back. I claimed that this was the best skin tint ever in the summer, but now I have changed my opinion. I think it's a good skin tint if you have really oily skin. This is very okay, let me not say very, it's just drying on me, and I have really dry skin. So in a skin tint, I want it to be kind of like a mixture between a product like this and a foundation. I want it to give my skin tint but also give it glow, and this tints your skin really well. The tint is very pretty, but the glow just wasn't what I was wanting, aka there was not as much glow as I was wanting. And I also found that it just wore on me a little bit bad throughout the day. Not a bad product, but definitely not for dry skin girlies. Now let's talk about my two favorite skin tints of all time. These are my queens, Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint and the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. Let's talk about this one first, just because it's the most expensive. It's not my favorite. This one actually is my favorite, and we'll get to that. But this is a really good skin tint if you're wanting to splurge. I use shade 10 in this. It's very dark, you'll see, but like it blends out to, I mean, it doesn't look dark right now, but compared to my normal color and not my self tan color, it's pretty dark. I will say with most skin tints, you can go darker because they're tints, so it's not going to be full coverage that color. It's going to blend out. This is also very hydrating, similar to the Say Slip Tint. This one is thicker, but this one's a little bit more runny. Both provide that very glowy feel. This one just felt a little bit heavier than this one. That's why I like this one more, but both have that very intense glow. So if that's something you're looking for, you will love this. It just is really pricey. It's like $50 for a tint, which I think is personally too steep. So I don't know that I would repurchase this like all of the time, but it is one of my favorites on the market. That brings me to my holy grail, the best skin tint on the makeup market today, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I need to get a different shade of this. This is too light for me. This is the perfect mixture between every single product I've shown you. It's not too oily. It's not providing too much coverage, but it's not providing too little coverage. It's not greasy. It does not make me break out. It's just perfect. I want to collab with Danessa Myricks so bad, or do a brand deal or something with them. Like, they are one of my favorite brands ever. Like, this skin tint is literally the only thing I've been using on my face pretty much since I got it back in like August. Obviously right now this is not my color, but just look at it. It's not too glowy, so it doesn't feel greasy on your face, but it is glowy enough that you're going to have that glow all day. Not to like bark up the Danessa Myricks tree, but like, I'm obsessed with your product and I need it in every color. Those are my honest opinions. If you want to know which one I would buy over the other, I'm going to tell you this every single time. Buy this. Out of all of these, buy this. It's basically a mixture of all of them in the perfect way. Get this. Best skin tint ever. I love you guys so much. Bye.